to East Texas tonight on East Texas Now. If you don't know who I am, my name's Kylie Neal. I'll be taking you through all the way up until 11 o'clock tonight. We're there. We'll have more for you in our Weather Extra. We're going to go ahead and get started here on East Texas tonight. We have a pretty cool guest here tonight that I want to introduce you guys to. Former professional touring and studio drummer turned restaurateur with a passion for rhythm and flavor, of course. Well, when he's not kind of dreaming up the new dining concepts or traveling the world with his wife, Jen, and their two teens, he's behind the mic producing a Texas barbecue podcast with his closest friends. And you might know him or recognize him, but let's bring in the owner of Stanley's Barbecue in Tyler, Nick Pencis. Welcome in.
What's happening, y'all? Hi,
Hey.
Kylie.
Hi. I
Happy
feel like
Friday.
we've been talking for the past 30 minutes anyways,
Yeah,
guys.
we've just been hanging out.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to talk about. It was a great show. Y'all have a good week.
Anyways, guys, we are going to kind of talk a little bit more about what Nick does, not only just at the restaurant, but behind the scenes, of course. And literally behind the scenes because of the podcast. Do you get it? That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. Just a tad bit funny. Okay, let's get started here. You're the owner of Stanley's famous Pit Barbecue, a former professional touring and studio drummer, and now Texas Barbecue podcast producer. You definitely stay busy. What do you enjoy doing when you actually get time to outside of work?
Well, when that happens, I'm a dad. I got two teens, so life kind of really revolves around whatever they have going on. And then other than that, it's just like dreaming up. What are we going to do next? How are we going to keep up with this crazy train that's, feels off the rails still even 21 years later?
Yeah.
And,
Well, let's talk about the traveling the world. Take a look here on the screen. I actually popped up this picture in Rome. We talked about you and your family kind of traveling and,
yeah.
doing some fun stuff. So I wanted to kind of pull up some of these photos. Tell me about some of these trips that y'all went on.
Well, I mean, Rome was great. Jen's best friend, her husband is a commander in the Navy and was stationed in Italy at 6th Fleet. And so, was it last summer? I can't remember. Last summer, maybe. They had an opportunity for him to take a couple weeks off, and they said, hey, come over to Italy. And that was just something that's an offer you can't refuse. So we went and got to go hang out, go down the Amalfi Coast, and see
That's
some
so
really
cool.
amazing things. The craziest part to me was going to Pompeii. And I am like such a huge nerd on Pompeii now. Like every documentary and everything that there is about Pompeii, I'm diving into all that. It was so fascinating.
That's so cool. Well, I mean, it's an experience of a lifetime that
Yeah,
you'll
for
probably
sure.
maybe only get once for some, but for you, I mean, it seems like you went to a lot of different places.
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks there, we got to cover a lot and see a lot, and it was phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I saw this and I really need an explanation. Let's talk about meat fight.
Okay.
I like how you laugh, but I'm kind of concerned.
So Meat Fight is near and dear to my heart. It is a nonprofit in Dallas to raise money for research for MS.
Oh, cool.
And the premise of Meat Fight is that Alice Lasad, who started this many years ago, they get a bunch of Dallas chefs, the hoity-toity chefs, to create barbecue teams, and they have to cook barbecue, and then a bunch of barbecue guys, we get to go and be really super judgy and tear them apart.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, everyone gets to eat their food, but they raise a lot of money for MS research, and
That's really cool.
It's a blast.
Yeah, no, it seems like it's a really fun time, and not only is there food, but it's for a good cause. That's so cool. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, what is meat fight?
Yeah.
When he sent the email, it just said meat fight picture, and I was
Yeah.
like,
So my whole management team, Meat Fight has a 1K that they're doing on the 24th, but the 1K has nothing to do with running. The 1K is you compete by if you can finish going to every booth there, and it's a lot of food and drinks, and to compete you have to complete the bite at the whole circuit,
oh my gosh, that's so
which
cool.
sounds easy,
Yeah.
but it's not. So
Okay, so let's kind of move on to talk a little bit more about your podcast. I want some of our viewers to maybe even listen to some of this because I think we're going to take them over to Meat Upside Down Smoke. I think that's what it was. I don't know. That's what the title says.
Okay.
I think it's barbecue mistakes.
Oh.
Mistakes.
Oh.
Oh, you know which one I'm talking about now?
Yes.
Okay. Should I should I play it for him?
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right. Yeah, okay.
To talk about what most backyard cooks get wrong. That'd be an interesting thing to talk about.
I get calls all the time from people wanting to know what to do, how to fix it.
Yeah, I get text messages of pictures of meat upside down. It's happened a few times. Wayne, do people text you and ask you about advice for the backyard?
Yeah.
Okay, so random people text you and ask you about advice
Oh yeah.
for their like grilling
Absolutely.
and smoking?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot of fun.
I can't imagine how many texts you get because I don't know if anybody is guilty of being at Stanley's and eating way too much food and then needing a nap. I've been there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you're cooking at home, the nap is really easy because
That is.
you're just right there. So
How many messages would you say you get a day?
I mean, it's not a daily thing, but you know, it is something that everyone who I talk to in the barbecue community, we're glad to help. It's a great way to extend what we've learned, and you know, part of the fun is also in barbecue is figuring out how to do things the way that you want, having your technique, and so people ask questions. I mean, tonight someone's like, "Hey, what's the secret with the rib rub?" I can taste something in there. It tastes like an Italian herb, and I'm like, you know what? You're right. You nailed it. And then, what is it? It's like, I can't tell you.
Yeah, it's a secret.
It's a secret.
Okay, well, one thing most folks won't know, I'm going to kind of let you explain this. One of the, podcast videos that you had sent over for us to share, let's talk about the one with the cardiologist.
Okay. I'm trying to remember because we had to reschedule this, so I sent the.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me go ahead and we're going to play it, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I think the cardiologist across the street from us at the hospital, they have literally thanked me. Hey, thanks for putting my kids through college, Nick. Appreciate it. You got it, buddy. And that's another thing too is, I mean, have you guys had, like, I've gotten the stern talking to, like, you need to chill out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, what are they? What is the stern talking to saying? You're going to need to chill out, Nick.
Yeah, so that was an interview with, of course, the world famous and greatest Aaron Franklin, who's, you know, perhaps one of the most well-known and well-deserved barbecue pioneers in the modern day. And yes, you know, cooking barbecue means you eat barbecue a lot, and I am getting to an age where you have to be more conscious and aware of what you're putting in your body.
Yeah.
And I have definitely received the stern talking to about just having to take better care of yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Which is worth it.
Oh yeah, but
My
there
kiddos
are
are young.
options.
Yeah, for sure. So turkey's really lean. It's really great. Maybe you don't have to have that giant 3 or 4 pieces of brisket every time.
Yeah.
But
maybe not every time, but sometimes, right,
yeah,
guys?
Yeah, and not only have I had the stern talking to, it was kind of funny at the Hope Gala last month. A cardiologist who I am friendly with was there, and he also made a joke about, "Hey, thanks for putting my kids through college, dude." So, yeah, that was pretty funny.
Well, I'm gonna pull up some photos here. Let's talk about this photo that
wow.
you sent us.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to chat with you on this because this one looks really interesting.
So, the Stanley's complex is 3 buildings. It's, you know, the main restaurant, which is the lower part that everyone knows, and then there's our patio, and then what used to be the payday loan place, which is now our new indoor seating area and where our bar is. And then on the end there used to be the old, everyone calls it the boot shop. It was a boot and shoe repair. But that building in 1953 was the first Whataburger in Tyler.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Until it moved in like 63, and then it became Texas-sized hamburgers, as you see in that photograph.
It looks so good, though.
And I'm sure it was. It's funny going back and reading newspaper articles now on newspaper.com where you can see all the old ones.
Right.
I've found at least 6 articles where it caught on fire.
Oh no. It just looks, like when you see photos and videos of places that you know have closed down or people rebuilt them or took it over and just kind of kept the foundation of it. I'm like, all right, you can't tell me that was a really good burger.
I'm telling you. And here's the point of us diving into the history of that is because we want to return that space to that very special purpose.
Yeah.
We're going to call it Stanley's Smash Bar, and it's going to honor the roots of being one of the first old school hamburger joints in Tyler, and we're going to do a really great smash burger there, and also have a cool little bar and its own little patio. Have a little bit different hours of Stanley's, but that is the goal. We're going to start on that hopefully next month. But keep your eye out. We're doing pop-ups right now.
Okay.
To refine our smash burger technique.
Yeah.
And get the buzz going and the juices flowing. So and up until the point when we get this open, we're going to be selling the burgers.
Oh my gosh.
So keep your eye out for the Smash Bar pop-ups on Stanley's socials.
Well, I don't know if it's just me, but I think a lot of other people in the community will agree. We always like new things. And everybody who I've talked to, who I've met so far in East Texas, loves Stanley. So I'm afraid I might have to be your first customer.
Come on.
I'm ready. I need a good burger spot, and this sounds really good right now.
Well,
I don't know if it's just because it's 10:45 at night, but a smash burger would really be great right now.
I swear I smelled one when I was walking down here a while ago.
Man.
But I just talked to Mama Steph, and she said, "Hey, man, you got to come back and do another cooking segment with me."
We love to cook around here, and we love to talk about it.
Yeah, maybe we can cook a smash burger with Mama Steph.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. Now, I know we just talked about the smash bar, but I do have this for you guys. That way y'all can see that up on my screen. And again, where is this going to be located, Nick?
So it is in the tiny little building on the west end of the Stanley's complex, right there on Oakland Avenue, right on the corner of Oakland and Reeves. That used to be the boot shop.
Yeah.
And it still looks pretty much just like that.
Yeah.
So there's not a cool old car there anymore.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I know we talked a little bit about your podcast, but I wanted to take them over here to talk about Aaron Franklin Barbecue Pioneer.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that you put in here. So we're going to play this for them. We're going to chat about it.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Smokeless Podcast. I'm Nick.
I'm Wayne.
I'm Justin.
And we're here with our dear friend and barbecue pioneer and a dude in a green shirt who likes oysters, Mr. Aaron Franklin.
What's up, fellas?
Welcome.
Okay. So how often do you guys do these podcasts?
So Smokeless right now is we've managed to kind of get in a groove, and we're getting one out a week. Not every episode we're able to go and be on site with somebody. With Aaron, that was an important part of the thing, just to be in his space. We recently just interviewed 92-year-old pitmaster Tootsie from Snows. We went on site for that one. But usually the three of us are all in different places and have very busy lives as barbecue joint owners. And so we record remote most of the time. But we're always looking for, the most interesting folks to talk about, to go travel and maybe do a remote. And here's the thing, Smokeless isn't about barbecue. Barbecue is what brought us all together, but we talk about what it's like to be a business owner, the struggles of, trying to grind it out, trying to find your way, failing, succeeding, running a business and having a family. And it's subject matter, mental health,
Well, it's good to have people to talk to that understand,
It is. And so I think it's approachable subject matter for anyone that doesn't have to be about barbecue. And we do talk about barbecue, and we're doing a segment lately called Plate or Hate, where people send us their pictures of what they're cooking at home, and they have us rate it.
Oh my gosh.
Which has been pretty fun.
I will probably never send my picture over. It will be rated a 3. Maybe if that's the lowest number, okay? Maybe 0. Not sure yet, guys.
It's not even a number. It's plate it
Yeah.
or hate it. That's it. It's very simple.
I do cook a mean steak, though.
All right.
I'm pretty good on a little propane grill.
We've done some steaks.
Okay. The plate might not look pretty because afterwards I think I lick it clean, so there's nothing's gonna be on there.
Take a picture of that steak next time and tag us.
Okay, I will. Let's talk a little bit more about your podcast. Who can you tell me, or what perhaps, is your favorite conversation or guest that you've had on?
Yeah, I mean, doing the episode with Tootsie recently was really important to all of us. She's been cooking barbecue since the 60s.
Yeah.
And she is, the iconic person that you see she's been in documentaries on Netflix and everywhere else, and we wanted to really have a conversation with her that was just like reminiscing about what she's experienced over time, and that was really interesting and meant a lot to me. Obviously sitting down with Aaron, but everyone that we talked to has an angle and a story that I think is really unique, and it's been a blast. And I love getting to hang out with Justin and Wayne every week. I mean, we talk anyway, and so we're like, hey, let's see if we record this that everyone wants to watch. So
Yeah.
y'all check it out.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting off the topic here of work and no more barbecue. Let's talk about music. Okay.
You got it. Yeah.
I got to know. All
Okay.
right. Let's talk a little bit more about maybe even adding in a little bit of rhythm to your life. Nick, what do we need to know about music and your connection with that?
I mean, music is pretty much the only other thing that I've done in my life other than, be doing hospitality.
Yeah.
Since I was really, really little. I mean, I think I was 6 or 7, and I lived in Amarillo, Texas. My mom took me to Kmart, and I saw this blue sparkly drum kit way up on the top shelf.
Oh, no.
And I was
You
like,
had to have
I
it.
was like, I got to have that. And so it was probably the first thing I remember being obsessed about. And just always, I love drumming. And so the very first opportunity I had, I started playing drums at school and learning, and then eventually started some bands and ended up on the road and getting to tour across the U.S. I even got to go to Europe and work in the studio a little bit. And now I'm kind of handing that down to my kiddos. My kiddos are picking up instruments and playing, and that's been a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I'm showing them kind of some of these photos of you playing the drums, and yeah, you go back to those childhood moments too, and I think we're all really guilty of it, and just being like, you see a shiny new toy and you're like, I have to have it, but it sticks with you for so many years that you're just like, I can't believe that I still love it.
I still see drums and I'm like, I want those.
Well, sometimes it is a stress relief too, and I can't
For
imagine
sure.
everything that you do for work and replying to Facebook messages and being there for community and rating their food and doing a podcast. Do you think that you find it as like a stress relief when you get done with those work hours to travel and play drums?
It is for sure. And with all things, sometimes you lose sight of it, and I haven't really got to play much. I used to play every Wednesday night at Stanley's with my band for over 3 years.
Yeah.
And then COVID kind of killed that. And
of course.
we weren't able to do it, and then we all kind of picked up and moved on from there. And I really miss it. It was a really, really fun time in my life, very musically fulfilling and great friendships. And obviously playing at our spot, we were playing the night that Dave Grohl walked in to Stanley's, and that was kind of a high pressure situation to have such a high profile musician, drummer, walk in while you're performing.
Yeah, your heart sinks a little bit.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my gosh, I can't mess up.
I didn't believe it. I was like, that's not Dave Grohl. And they're like,
Right.
no, dude, it's Dave Grohl. He's here.
That's so
It
cool.
was pretty wild.
All right, now off the topic of your hobbies,
Okay.
let's talk about when friends come into town. It could be family members.
Yeah.
Where in East Texas do you take them? Not Stanley's. It's got to
Okay.
be somewhere else. Where do you take them?
Mundo and Carlos, I really love everything that they do. I think they're great operators. They're great friends. They have great restaurants. We definitely go and see those guys at one of their places.
What about like outside of eating food? What do you take them to do here in East Texas? Like, what's something fun that y'all do?
I mean, the zoo's amazing. I've spent so
I've
much
yet
time
to
at
been
the
to the
zoo
zoo.
with my kids when they were growing up. It's just got a really special place in my heart.
Okay, I've got to go.
Yeah, I mean, Caldwell Zoo's awesome.
Okay, I got to check it out.
You gotta check
I've
it
heard
out.
so many great things. I just find myself so busy with things on the weekends
Yeah.
that I'm like, okay, I need to make time to go to the zoo.
In Tyler State Park.
Yeah.
It's a really great place for solitude if you ride bikes or you just want to walk the trails out there. Really, really love Tyler State Park. It's
All
a beautiful
right.
spot.
Now on to some future questions. What is one thing that you want to accomplish, Nick, in the future, whether it be business, music, travel, or life in general?
I just really want to. I'm trying to figure that out, and those are all the same questions I'm asking myself right now. Is kind of what's next. I got a kid about to go to college, and one right behind him, and it's like that's going to change the dynamic of things. So, what are Jen and I going to want to do next? We started down the path of being very creative and coming up with some different restaurant concepts. One, we had Roast Social Kitchen that was open from 2015, and then we lost during COVID. We've talked about bringing that back and just kind of daydreaming about some of those things that we've always wanted to do, that we're getting the courage and the energy to want to jump back in and do some of those things. So I'm driven by hospitality. It's what I love. It's what I want to do. And I think that's always going to be something that's near and dear to whatever my thought process is.
Oh, yeah. All right, one last question before we go, because we're close to 11. For anybody watching tonight that has not made it to one of your restaurants, and I say restaurants as in plural now because of the smash burger that's on the way, which I'm excited about, guys, whether it be barbecue or smash burger, what do you hope that the community or people that are new into town experience when they walk in through those stores?
Stanley's has a very unique history. It's been Stanley's for, it'll be 66 years this year.
Wow.
And I feel like if you come in and you've never been there before, you're gonna feel like that you've been coming there a long time. My staff takes great care of everyone. We want everyone to feel welcome and loved, and I feel like you may not know anyone, but you're gonna leave having friends.
Yeah, yeah. It is really a cool place. I've been there, and I'm definitely guilty of eating too much barbecue and some sides because I over order. It's a pretty good spot. And Nick, thank you so much for joining us here on East Texas tonight.
It is my pleasure. I am so grateful. Thank you for having me. It's good to see you guys out there. Come check us out. Come hang out. We'd love to have you.
All right. Well, Nick, always a pleasure. I'm sure I'll see you at Stanley's at some point, but please don't laugh when I'm stuffing my face.
Come on down.
All right.